Inside the courtroom, my father seemed proud. The 3 holiday houses in the Florida Keys are ours. My mother smiled. She doesn't deserve a cent. The judge opened my letter, skimmed it, then laughed hard. He said softly, "Well, this is interesting." They went pale. You know, sometimes, life throws you a curveball so hard it rattles your very soul. But what if that curveball is hurled by the people who are supposed to love you most? What if they stand there, smug smiles plastered on their faces, lying through their teeth to a judge, all to steal what was rightfully yours? That day in the Miami-Dade County courtroom, I watched my father, Robert, lean back in his chair, a sickening smirk playing on his lips, while my mother, Patricia, meticulously smoothed her designer dress. They'd just declared to Judge Thompson that the 3 vacation homes in the Florida Keys, worth over $2 million, belonged entirely to them. Dad looked positively proud as he announced I deserved absolutely nothing from my grandmother Dorothy's estate. And Mom? Her smile twisted into something vicious as she added, "Jillian abandoned our family years ago. She earned 0 inheritance." My heart hammered against my ribs, a frantic drumbeat of dread and anticipation. Because the judge held an unopened envelope, the one I knew contained the evidence that would shatter their carefully constructed web of lies. As his fingers broke the seal, I knew, with every fiber of my being, that this single letter would expose their fraud forever. And, honestly, it made me wonder, what the hell kind of family was this anyway? 6 months earlier, I never would have believed I'd be sitting across from my own parents in a courthouse, fighting for justice. It all started when my beloved grandmother, Dorothy, passed away quietly on a rainy Tuesday morning in March. For 3 exhausting, but incredibly precious, years, I'd been her primary caregiver. While my parents lived their comfortable lives in Denver, visiting maybe twice annually and only bothering to call on holidays, I was there. Dorothy Thompson was 84, sharp as a tack until her final week. She'd raised me more than my own parents ever did, especially after my messy divorce a couple of years prior. When the doctor told me she had only days left, I took emergency leave from my job as a pediatric nurse at Jackson Memorial Hospital to stay by her side, around the clock. We spent those last precious hours talking about her life, her regrets, and her hopes for my future. The funeral was small, dignified, held at St. Mary's Catholic Church in Homestead. I arranged everything myself, of course, because my parents claimed they were too grief-stricken to handle the details. That should have been my first warning sign. Robert and Patricia arrived from Denver the night before the service, bringing with them an expensive-looking attorney named Bradley Hoffman, who carried a polished leather briefcase and wore a suit that probably cost more than my monthly salary. During the reception, while I was accepting condolences from Dorothy's neighbors and friends, I kept noticing my parents huddled in whispered conversations with their lawyer. They kept glancing my way with expressions I couldn't quite interpret. Something felt wrong, but full story on the channel. Link below. Click now and watch what happened next.